Okay guys, becoming a PHV driver, having a good car is very important. Okay, a good car meaning a car that can function well, can perform well, has basic safety, and when you drive the car, it has good handling and road holding. Okay, but having a good car doesn't equate to getting a new car or getting a too expensive car. Okay, why I say this? The reason is because there are some drivers who just join the industries, have no experience, or have no knowledge, and then jump into getting a new car. Okay, new car, as we all know, is not cheap. Okay, for a 4S car, it can cost you $100 per day, right? And then that one haven't include the petrol. So if you ask me to become a PHV driver, doesn't matter new or old, the best thing or the first thing you must remember to have is to get a car that is fairly good, okay, and is cheap. Okay, cheap meaning one day looking at $60, 65 or 70 for 4S or 6S. Okay, you think you cannot get this kind of car, but let me tell you, there are a lot of this kind of cars, okay, where you can rent without contract at the rate of $60 to $70 per day. 50 also have, if you know how to find. Why I say this? Okay, we are doing business, right? So you must ask yourself, are you into this industry and getting a car for your family first, your work second, or for your work first, your family second? Okay, if you ask me, I jump into this industry is to work first, and the car can be used for my family second, which means go jalan-jalan with my family is secondary. First and foremost, I must think about how practical this car is going to be for me to make money as a PHV drivers. So first and foremost, get a cheap car. Okay, then you say petrol maybe cost expensive. Okay, from my experience, petrol for 10 hours work is about $20. It's about $40, depending on how you drive. $40 plus minus, and you can get gross income about $250 to $300. Okay, so if let's say $40 your petrol, then your car is $70. That means your overhead is only $110. And if you fall sick or you go on off, you don't have to worry about the petrol cost. You only have to worry about the $60 or $70 of your car rental fee. Okay, versus if you get an expensive car, which let's say 4S $100. Okay, before you start work, $100 is already there. If you take a cheaper car, you only worry about $60 to $70. Okay, if you go on off one day, you only worry about $60 to $70. As opposed to new car, you have to worry about $100 per day if you are not working. Okay, if 2-3 days, then it's going to be more. Then if you work $100, your rental fee plus your petrol fee is $140, $150, which means your overhead cost is very high. And in bad days, it's very hard to profit with this kind of overhead costs. You will end up working to break even only, and you have no profit or very little profit. If you get a cheap car, okay, $50, $60, $70, your petrol is going to be about $30 to $40. Let's say your overhead cost is only $100. So if you make $250, you have $150 profit. If you make $200, you have $100 profit, because your overhead cost is low. So remember guys, if you want to jump into in this industry, do research for a cheap car. A 9 years car, 8 years car, 10 years car, doesn't matter. As long as the car is good and the rental company has good workshop, you are good to go with this kind of car. You don't have to get a very good car or a new car, okay? Because the market is uncertain, right? If you see people are driving nice car, let me remind you that their burden is also high. They have a lot of stress, and things to achieve to pay for their car. And if they fall sick or if they go on long leave, then they got to pay for high rental car fees, and then based on how many days they on off, that's how much you're gonna pay. It's gonna be very headache, right? So do not follow others. Take my advice. Go and do research. Go Carousel. Go to SG Kamat. Find a diesel car or a petrol car which is cheap, 50, 60, $70 max. Okay, okay guys. So if you have any question, post in the comment. Thank you so much.